Hey guys, welcome to my day 2 recap of Bronycon. So, first thing, my first task of the day was to once again try to acquire the Bronycon exclusive derpy car.
Good morning, guys. Here we go. MC here. This is our last day of what day it is. We are currently in line for the Enterplay booth. We're going to get exclusive derpy promo card and playmats. I've lost count. I think it's day 53 here in line, I believe. So this is kind of what the line looks like.
All the way back here.
Let's see. So yeah, that's what the line looks like. So hopefully we can survive another 60 days here in line. Otherwise, we're all going to die in line without bad, exposure or starving or something like that. So this may be my last vlog ever.
And that did not turn out so well.
Alright, so guys, quick update. Bad news. Derby playmats sold out. It's all gone. All those wasted years. Why is there someone in my camera? Why? All these bad tidings. That's it. I didn't get what I wanted, so I'm done with the fandom. I'm quitting. Analysis community. Everything's gone. I'm going back, trading. Bad.
After that, I admit there was pretty much most of the panels that were going on at that time were ending, so I went upstairs and I checked to see which autographs were still available. And, let's see. Oh, go back. There you go. And I went upstairs and I'm like, oh my god, there's like no line here, so I went to see who was there, and I wanted to get Sibsy's autograph, so I got her autograph right then and there. And
hey guys, MC here. So this is a quick funny story. So I just got an autograph session with Sibsy, and I had her sign the season 2 Walmart posters, which I'll show you in the review later on when I talk about the recap. But anyway, on the poster, Scott McNeil, who I recently got autographed at Metrocon, he signed over. He didn't want to sign it exactly over Flam, so he signed it directly over Wildfire. And here's the best part. She at the top of the page, she wrote, "Scott is a jerk. Signed, love Sibsy." That was so awesome. That was hilarious. Alright, so check you guys later. See ya.
it was just a really funny experience right there. Next, pretty much I just killed some time in the vendor hall because I had nothing else to do, because next was the big Bronycon meetup. We went to the Cheesecake Factory down by the wharf. Let's see, I was afraid it was going to rain, but actually the weather was actually pretty nice, even though it was a little bit cloudy. And that was a really good experience. And that was when pretty much all the other analysis bronies had arrived, like Josh Scorcher and NC Brony, who I'm not really familiar with his work too much, but I want to get into his work because he was a really fun, interesting guy. We actually hung out for quite a bit later on today. So we had our meetup at the Cheesecake Factory. Everyone was there. I got there late. I almost missed a spot. And the funny thing is, the person who I talked to the most was actually Ink Rose's mother. And, oh, by the way, yesterday I almost forgot this because this was so hilarious. I wish I'd got this on film. There was this guy. We kind of had like various fans like slowly flock over to us over the analysis bronies in our VIP booth, whatever you want to call it. And there was this one guy. He was like, as soon as he heard that Ink Rose, he was like, "Oh, Ink Rose is here!" And he drops to his hands and knees like, "Oh my god, Ink Rose! Oh my god, Ink Rose! Oh my god!" That was so hilarious. It's amazing what kind of power, or what kind of fan base that us in the analysis community have. So that was probably one of the highlights yesterday. Okay, moving on, back to day 2.
Hey guys, MC here. It is currently still Saturday, day 2 of Bronycon. And right now we're taking a break right now, and we're having lunch with me and the other analysts. Now, you'll notice that I'm at the end table. Well, that's because everyone says that I'm their favorite analyst just because I'm so good looking and I have such an awesome... Yes, there we go. So, yeah, tell me how good looking I am.
Yeah, he's pretty great.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. See, and then we got Dr. Wolf at the other hand. He's technically above me. He's kind of like my evil henchman, kind of, sort of. So it's like, I'll let him hang out there, stuff like that. So for the rest of us, again, we're all gonna enjoy lunch here today, and go check back later. Goodbye.
Anyway, as I was saying, me and Inkrose's mother, we actually talked quite a lot because of we're both in the media business. I told her about the company I work for. We exchanged business cards. She told me about. Let's see. She told me about this. You probably can't see that well. Here's your promotion. Enter the realm, the Elements Club, Keys Realm. I'll eventually check this out once I finish editing and all this stuff. I'm gonna learn more about this, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to checking this out. This is like some really interesting. And she, by the way, special thanks to her. She was such a trooper. Because of, I'll tell you what happened. I'll go more a little bit later, but thank you so much. You were so awesome. Next, after our feast, we went and we had a big old group photo, and there was probably I'd say about 20 of us that went out that day, I think. Dr. Wolf, he unfortunately had to leave like immediately right after the Cheesecake Factory, so unfortunately I didn't get much chance to talk to him, but just a quick hi or whatever, that was pretty cool to meet him.
We'll see each other back. Here we have the goodbye of Mr. Dr. Wolf. Goodbye. There we go. Hey guys, MC here. The analysis, we have just finished feeding, all of the feeding. Right now we are returning back to Bronycon, and we're going to see some panel. It's called the Reviewers something or other. There's some guy, his name's Tune Critic, I think. He's some kind of critic, I guess. He's a critic of tunes, and he's a person and stuff.
Come on,
and
try to pretend
it's like, hey, what's going on?
I dare you.
And it's like,
Double dog dare you.
let's see. And I have a special, although I do have a special guest right now. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce you to Russell Berry of Berry Big Circus. How's it going, my good sir?
It's going good. It's going pretty good.
I thought you died, got your head busted and everything, but hey, you look great.
I should be asking, who are you?
Everyone, this here is Master Code, Ace Analyst, everyone's favorite Brony Analyst, because I have a blue suit now with all my vectors and stuff. Man. And then here we go, we are returning back to BronyCon, and we also see that loser guys panel, whatever it is, we'll go that, and until next time.
Okay, so even before the panel started, there was already like a mob of people like trying to, talk to them, get their autographs, get their pictures with them. So, it's... I'll go into this, I'll save this for the next part, but, let's see, what I liked about, TK, he had a really good panel. Everyone had their own, Titantron intro, WWE style intro, with like music and everything. The only thing, dude, why didn't you bring any fireworks, man? That would have been perfect, like have a pyro effect, dude, that would have been perfect. So anyway, it was TK, Eliora, Josh Scorcher, and Voice of Reason, and they talked about. They basically went through like the different motions, like why do they do reviewing? They all gave their own great answers. Styles, different styles, and and this is where I have to big shout out to TK. This was really cool of him. So he's talking about how. So TK, he's talking about how you should have your own personal unique persona or a unique style, and and he goes,
each of these characters and each of these reviewers have something that is the most important thing that I think any reviewer could have, a persona, a gimmick. When you have that, you have a certain charm, a certain style that works for you. Anybody, I think, if they pushed hard enough, could get up here and just start talking about reviewing. But that's just talking about something. Let's say you put a style into it. Let's say you do it, a review, video-wise, like in the style of Phoenix Wright, for example.
That's just crazy.
"Hold it!"
Keep it going. Thank you. I'm done whoring myself out now.
I was hoarding myself out for like 30 seconds, but it was totally worth it. What's next? Then they had a good Q&A session. Don't have much to say about that. Then this is probably my highlight of the convention at this part right here. The panel was over, and they were saying, like, we can get autographs. We'll take pictures and autographs and stuff right now. So they were hanging out on stage while just a huge flock just came over to them. And so me being the sneaky, snarky one, I'm like, okay, maybe I can get in on this too. It's like I walk over to the stage, and that was the fact that there were people who wanted to meet me, or just even talk to me and say hi or whatever, to get my, or even just to get my autograph. That was something really cool, man. You can't, when you have people who want to know you get your autograph, that's kind of a really touching moment. It's to know that you have these people who you have no idea who they are and probably will never meet again. That was probably, that was seriously, that was really heartfelt. That so many people came out, a couple people took pictures with me, asked for my autograph, say that they like my work. My work. But yeah, that was something I really enjoyed. That was a very heartfelt moment for me, and I really enjoyed that. I'm gonna cry. I cried. There's just a bowl of onions underneath me. Okay. Now out with the sappy stuff. Now time for the fun stuff. So right afterwards, me, TK, Eliora, Voice of Reason, and Josh Scorcher, we all did it. I'm not sure if it's gonna be done by the time this video is gonna be up, but if it is, I'll post a link to it. But we all filmed like an ending sketch or a sketch, which is gonna appear on Josh Scorcher's channel. I have no idea when. It might be up by the time of this video, but I don't know. After that, Mr. Josh Scorcher, he participated in the Ghost Chili Pepper Review Challenge.
Birdie, first that you don't have to be strong to be a woman. She can use her wits to annoy the living crap out of the Diamond Dogs. And she eventually annoys them so much that her voice gets so high-pitched and whiny, like mine right now. Oh God! Oh God! It hurts! Oh! Oh! I hate spicy! Oh! Oh!
And C. Brony, he, after that, he did the challenge, and he, what did he review? He reviewed,
Okay, first, before I do this, I need to tell my mom something. I know I promised I wouldn't do this again, but I kind of lied. This is ghost pepper sauce. It's not as bad as last time, but I'm still going to do it. I regret nothing.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, so Twilight time. Pretty much Sweetie Belle, Scootaloo, CMC. Talk to Twilight. Damn, slobbering. Pretty much at Sweetie Belle's learning magic, Scootaloo's learning basic stuff with mechanics. Yeah, it's all about breathing. Okay, Apple Moon's wearing potions. She hangs out with Sakura. So then they go to the school, and they start bragging because, or TT starts bragging about how much she's awesome, despite the fact her butler, in fact, is awesome. And then, what was I? Oh yeah, and pretty much they start, the CMC are like, you know what, we're as good as you are. Okay. Okay. CMC are bragging about, we know Princess Twilight. Apparently the TT and Silver Spoon are like, wait a minute, you know the princess? Apparently this is a big thing, apparently. So they start going, they go the first time. Twilight's like, hey, new people, cool. So TT and Silver Spoon are starting to get people together to like CMC. And then the CMC are going to start being, excuse me, oh, jeez. Okay, they're going, the CMC are starting to get full of themselves, and then, CMC are getting full of themselves to the point where they're going to start isolating our students with TT and Silver Spoon. And then the students are like, Twilight time, Twilight time, Twilight time, oh my god. And then they start going, and then Twilight's like, hey, people is everywhere. Let's let them all in and we can learn it all together. And I'm okay. And where was I? Oh yeah, they're bragging, and then they start doing stuff to show how much they've learned. Spoiler, they learned nothing. And then they're like, hey, you didn't learn anything, so you suck. And Twilight's like, well, guess what? You guys didn't learn anything either, so if you're not here to learn, get out. And then it seems like, okay, we've all learned our lesson. Being a snotty SOB is bad. And we should totally be more modest with other people. And kind of wish, okay, can I please get out the water?
All right, that was fantastic. That was a great practice run. Okay, let's do the real thing.
You want the water?
Get the water or I kill you.
You want the water?
I have to kill you.
Oh wait, that was the real one? Sorry, I wasn't recording.
Chug, chug.
Chug, 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 chug.
Oh, it's so worth it. God. Jeez, dude.
The things I do for Crystal Heart.
Oh my god.
Banana now.
Banana? Yeah,
Up
please.
here the
Banana.
Thank you very much.
Booker, catch.
So hey, I heard you like bananas?
You know,
If you make that joke, I will hurt you after I'm done.
I think I want to go next.
There's none left, is there?
Prodigy, no, I'm done serving this sauce to people, okay?
There's some extra sauce here.
No.
Who wants to lick the bowl? It's. So what would you rate that as? On a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate the hotness rating?
8 or 9.
8 or 9.
I have had much, much worse.
Interesting. Very good, my good sir.
A friend of mine, he made some hot sauce that's like harder than US grade pepper spray. I thought I was legitimately going to die. I couldn't speak for about 20 minutes because my tongue was numb. The rest of my face was numb. Oh man, I'm talking about to throw up.
Any final words?
Don't do it unless you mean it. Pace yourself, it's all in the breathing. I think
You don't know Applejack. That panel had a rough start. If you don't know, that one is actually, that is a parody of the game show You Don't Know Jack, which is like a trivia, pop culture trivia show where it uses real historical like facts or ideas or about science, geography, whatever, stuff like that. But it mixes in like pop culture references to like confuse you. So there was that. The problem with that one was that one took forever to get started. Like there was like some technical difficulties, but it was a really professionally well made panel. Animated James, who I didn't really get a chance to talk to, he was actually the host. And what was funny was I don't know who the actual panelist was, the guy who invented the game, but he was up there. I think he was German or something, and he was actually more coherent than Mr. James, because James, he botched every single trivia question. Every single one, he like say a word like 3 times and be like wrong every single time. It took him like 3 times to say something wrong. And the German guy, he actually made it say everything fluently, which I just thought was hilarious. Let's see. So that panel was pretty good. Basically, there were 3. We could only go 1 round just because of time constraints. It was 3 panelists. And the one guy who was like fanboyed over Ink Rose, he was one, and then 2 other guys who I haven't met before. But the trivia, that was pretty good. It really did feel like a You Don't Know Jack. So I hope he releases that game to the public eventually, because that's like something really good you can do at meetups. What's next? Then I went to cap off the night. I went to Bronypalooza.
Hey guys, MC here. It is Saturday night on the 2nd of day 2 of Bronycon. Right behind me is Bronypalooza, and there's more random people in my mirror and all that stuff. And right now on stage we got Tarby. So I'll probably check out a little bit of the Bronypalooza, and then we'll be gone. All right, cheers away.
I caught the back half of Fanning and Tarby sets, and Tarby, he was shredding tonight, man. He was awesome. Fanning, he was just, I don't even know how to describe him. He is super awesome. I haven't seen I haven't heard a bunch of his music, but I want to get into more of his. Odyssey Eurobeat, he was next. I knew his set was pretty good. His new song, I've Gone Batty, that one was pretty good. It was kind of strange, but it was funny, enjoyable. I like that one. Sing it with me! I've gone batty, lunatic on the moon. I've gone batty. Once I sink my teeth in, it'll happen to you. He did Luna, How to Fix a Broken Heart. And you knew he was gonna end off with Discord. Like, there was no way that Discord wasn't gonna be played, and everyone popped for that one. So that was really good way to end his set. After that, I checked in for the night. And that just about caps that off. So that was my recap for day 2. So go to the next video. We'll see. I'll talk about day 3 and my swag and anything else I can think of. So. Alright, see you guys later.